Are you fed up with some part of your life right now? What do you think is holding you back from fixing and changing that part of your life? Can I ask you this? Do you see yourself? Can you envision yourself as happy and joyful on the other side of that change? If you do, maybe it's time to start today. I'm Sage. I'm a growth coach. Thanks for showing up today. Here's the topic. Today is the perfect day to never be what you don't want to be again. That one feels good saying out loud. So what holds us back from being what we want to be? Well, the number one is fear. Fear is what limits us. Okay? And the fear can stem from so many different angles. It can be fear of the unknown, fear that we're not good enough, fear that it's going to change some relationship in our life, it's going to be too hard. There's just all this fear stuff that just like blah, bubbles up, right? Also, we can also be held back because we have some unreal expectations. Maybe we need to come back to reality just a little bit. Because I'm 5'7", but I'd love to be 5'10". But I haven't heard of any magic pills that are going to get me those 3 inches out there recently. So that's a pretty unreal expectation. That is not something that I can, do the work and all of a sudden be 3 inches taller. So you may have to reinvestigate, are you in reality? And then also, many of us are really unwilling to change our daily habits. We want this, end goal, but we can't even change ourselves enough to get up 20 minutes earlier every day and do a 20-minute workout. Most people are unwilling to change their habits. Here's a couple quotes. The better person you become, the better people you will attract. Unknown. Boy, that one is powerful, right? You want to attract better people in your life? Then you have to do the work and become better. Energy matches energy, right? And, the biggest obstacle to become better is that you have to really want to be a good person in order to be a better person. And most people would rather do other things. Dennis Prager. Kind of like that thing I was talking about with the habits. People are just not even willing to change 20 minutes of their day. So then you can't hope and dream for something better if you can't get over a 20-minute change. All right, here's a couple questions to ask yourself. What would you like to change about your life today? And then what's holding you back from starting? All right, I got you. We're going 4 today. 4 ways to embrace today as your day to become your best self. All right, number 1, get specific. So first off, you can't just throw some big randomish goal out there and then it manifest. You have to actually get specific on exactly what it is. Because, like I said, energy matches energy. So if you're not putting the direct message out there, how do you expect to get a direct return? I really advise to sit down with a piece of paper and whittle your goal into SMART goal format. And if you haven't heard of that, it's putting your goal in using the acronym SMART, which is specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely. And if you do that and use that acronym, it is so much more likely that you're actually going to achieve what you want. So get specific. Number 2, self-reflect. I know I talk about that one a lot. But like I said, in this busy world, we forget to take time for ourselves. And without actually sitting in a space and putting our hand on our heart and really figuring out what's important to us, how are we going to get there? You also have to reflect on what's been holding you back and how can you make more space in your life to change something. And what steps will you have to take? And do you have the supplies and resources you need and a support team? Boy, there's a lot of components that you're going to have to sit and reflect about. Number 3, identify a way to start small. Okay, don't chomp off too big of a chunk right away. It's just very unrealistic that you're going to be able to maintain that kind of process, I guess I'll say. So find a 10-minute step you can do daily, or maybe one thing you can purchase, or one phone call you can make. And when you chunk it down into smaller steps, it's so much easier to attain. And then number 4 is accountability. I would highly recommend logging your process. So there's 1 billion apps out there. You can probably find one for what you're doing. Or get out an old-fashioned calendar and put your end cap, your SMART goal, your time of when you want to achieve something, and then be crossing the calendar off of what you did that day. Hold yourself accountable so that you show up. All right, circling around, today is the perfect day to never be what you don't want to be again. So which of those 4 steps resonates with you? Here's your intention. I choose to create the new me today. Oh, thanks for joining me. I love growth. I love you joining me in growth. I love our growth community. If you've got some ideas to help other people with growth, throw them in the comments. Show up to my YouTube page at Sage Robinson Miller and watch more videos. And start today. Love ya.